look at where we'd be.
So, yeah, it's just so remarkable, though, guys, because just look at the damage they can do when they run unchecked. And that's what has happened. They control the Congress. They control the White House. The courts are a lot of them are corrupted, and not corrupt, but sort of corroded with liberal appointees. They've got the entire media complex.
Oh, yeah.
They've appear to have major sports now. They have all of the press, except people like us.
They dominate.
Yeah. And so you put someone like Biden in power and the people who are kind of pulling the strings for him. And this is what you end up with. The left is not, make no mistake, the left is not kind. Leftism is not kind. It's not sweet. It's not even trying to help people. There's some people on the left who are. But leftism is brutal. Look at the places where things like SARS come from. Look where COVID comes from. Look at where slavery still exists. Look at where real oppression exists. Look at where religious bigotry exists. Look at where real racial bigotry exists.
Yeah.
These are all leftist countries.
Absolutely.
Controlled by leftist governments, pushing leftist values on the people. They are not kind. Leftism is not kindness. It is brutal.
Yeah, because at its core, I would say it's tribalism. It's all about dividing and categorizing everything.
Yeah, and power, accumulation of power.
Right.
That's the ultimate goal. And conservatives, that's the weird... It's why it's hard for conservatives to fight back against leftism, because conservatives don't think in terms of, oh, I need to get this power.
Oh, right. Well, some do.
We kind of, we tend to think, all right, how can I get rid of this power? How can I spread this across a lot of people so that it's not dangerous? And that makes it really hard to fight back against people like leftists.
Right, because it's like, I mean, we're just on two different tracks. It's like,
yeah, we are
not fighting the same battles and on the same field because it's fundamentally different ideology. And you got to fight fire with fire, and it is not
interesting.
It is not equal. It is not an equal playing field. We're not even in, I wouldn't even say we're in the same ballpark.
Yeah. And but you're so right. We're not on the same playing field, and you do have to fight fire with fire. And that makes it super hard for conservatives because they don't want to say,
well, it makes it horribly dangerous for conservatives.
Yeah. Okay. Go with that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the idea of fighting fire with fire means that you automatically have to play the kind of the strongman game of who's just going to accumulate the most power, and whoever has the most power is right. And that's what leftism has unfortunately forced us into. Because they play the power dynamics game, it's like, well, the only way to really fight against them and be kind of on the same playing field would be to adopt that mentality and play with them on that corruption level, which is extremely dangerous. No matter how right your ideology is, that's horribly dangerous.
Yeah, I agree completely, because people can start out, conservatives can start out on the right path, gain the power, and then just not want to give it up.
Mitch McConnell.
It does corrupt, and nobody wants to give it up. And that's hard. Being one of the most powerful people in the world, getting wined and dined, anything you want, that would be hard to give up.
Right.
So it is a struggle, but we will continue to fight. Americans have to continue to fight.